What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. It's Saturday. Hope everybody's having an excellent weekend. Just got back from the practice a few moments ago, so wanted to share some observations from on and off the field. I was excited to see the 2022 version of the Jets. You know, there's a lot of excitement among the fan base, a lot of excitement in the stands today, which is really cool. So some of my observations will be for on the field and off the field. And obviously, it's like they're not in full pads, so you're not going to really see a lot. I'm not going to offer a lot of hot takes, but I'll just give you some glimpses of what we could possibly see going forward. But from the overall spectator experience, some interesting things. So you get, I go to training camp every year. They changed the parking lots this year where people park, which caused some confusion. I understand it's the first public practice, but maybe the Jets want to communicate things a little bit better there. Second thing is we were standing in line, which is very long, which is awesome. I mean, obviously, you guys know all the practices are sold out, but we're all standing in line. All the sprinklers were off, the sprinklers on the lawn. So pretty much a good portion of the back line all got drenched. Fascinating. Other thing, in the stands, in the bleacher seating, all the way on the top, the Jets used to have misters. So the mist would come down over the crowd throughout practice to keep everybody cool, which made a lot of sense and helped a lot in days like today where it's high 80s, and there's not much of a breeze. What the Jets did for some reason, they put the misters in the front on the bottom of the bleachers. So when they try to shoot up mist, all it really does is go up and blows onto the field and the crowd doesn't get anything. So again, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, listen, if you're going to try to do it right because you want your fans to enjoy the experience and come back again. The last point on that is, it's like, I understand the team as a whole, they're worried about getting the best practice they can together to make their team, get prepared. But it's so weird. The first day, the first open practice to the public, they had the quarterbacks hidden far away from the field. You couldn't really see what they were doing. It was kind of like a melancholy practice, not a lot of action. So if you bring your kids to this practice, I mean, they're bored to tears. We sat by 3 or 4 families. They were bored to tears. The kids wanted to leave. There wasn't a lot of action on the field. Maybe what the Jets can do is kind of cater how they do their drills. Do the same drills, but do them in a momentum where you could see your skill positions where the fans are at. So they can actually enjoy the entire experience. I know it's not easy to do that, but, there's a lot of kids there today that are dying to see Zach Wilson play. They want to see Garrett Wilson. They want to see all these things. And for a good portion of practice, you didn't see those guys. You saw special teams, defense, other drills like that. So that's just my little words of wisdom. In terms of early impressions, what I saw from players, on the offensive side of the ball, Garrett Wilson is as advertised. Very elusive, very quick, good hands. Had a drop, but the one thing was interesting, when he had a drop, he got frustrated, man. He was visibly upset. In the red zone drill where Zach was roaming around, Garrett Wilson got himself open. Zach didn't see him. He was frustrated, went back and talked to him like, hey, man, listen, look for me here. And this is all just getting in sync and getting in rhythm and finding out how to, just get on the same page here. But Wilson is, he's definitely a player and looks good. Again, not pads, not contact, but just as my first impression of seeing him on the New York Jets. The other guy is Breece Hall, who I was real curious to see. The dude just flies, man. When he cuts back and goes, it's just like as advertised, takes off fast, elusive. It's just exciting to see him pair up with Michael Carter, who also looks the same way. Breece Hall looks faster. Michael Carter also looks he fills the role where you have a very exciting running back group in the back. That's in the back. Good English there, right? A good running back group that can support the pass game and everything else. The size of CJ Uzuma is just, I never realized how big he was in person. And that's a phenomenal red zone target for Zach. Also on third downs. I didn't see a lot of Conklin today, to be honest. Other than that, the offensive line, definitely a work in progress. I'm not going to overanalyze Becton at this point. You saw some good. You saw some things bad. At one point, I thought he was limping, but I guess he wasn't because nobody really brought it up. But it's just like he's getting in shape. So you really can't judge this team. 4 days of practice, it's like you got to wait till the end of preseason to see where they are. They're all on the same page. They're flying, and you see kind of where they're at. Zach Wilson didn't have a great day. He missed a lot of, I thought, easy throws. And I think, to be very honest, the offensive line was getting beat a lot, and there was a lot of pressure on Zach where I think there was probably a lot of potential sacks, too. Let's see if I missed anything on... Oh, the other thing is Denzel Mims when he was on the field in the team drills, he had a drop. He looked really frustrated, but he was really quiet. There's a lot of guys seem to playing ahead of him. On defense, I was really impressed by John Franklin Myers today. He's burst off the ball, very explosive. Michael Clemens, his first step, his burst impressive. Again, not in pads, but this is just like the things you're saying. Sauce Gardner is just smooth, man. He is big. He's really, you can tell he's like a technician that really works on his technique. It was really cool to see him working with DJ Reed, where they were working through a lot of drills together side by side. But Sauce Gardner, man, he looks like he is legit. I cannot wait to see him in live action. And I like seeing him working with DJ Reed, to be honest with you, who had a big pick six. He jumped Zach Wilson's pass in the red zone, jumped it, ran it back. But it's good to see like a lot of these veterans helping out the rookies. Who else we got here? Clement, John Franklin-Myers, Sauce. Other than that, it was just, to me, it was like a very ho-hum practice. It wasn't really a lot. I'm not going to offer up a lot of hot takes and sell you stuff. It's just, you saw some good, you saw some bad, but it was a lot of just, like almost like a lot of walkthrough drills and going through the motions. The kickers didn't kick today when the fans were there. The punters didn't punt today when the fans were there. They did some special teams drills. Braxton Berrios was back returning punts, working on that. But other than that, I'm probably sure I missed some things, but I'm completely exhausted from the last couple of days and this heat. So we'll be back live Tuesday night streaming. Also, next Saturday, we'll be at the Green and White scrimmage if everybody wants to come hang out and tailgate. And I'll talk to you again.